ba komo yede ebrewo me me di dwumadi wo cha me bidin ede Mugabe Mase ubetimi afre me atankolega biga dwumako bi adawroma ena nwumre yi omota ya chi a ya hyehyɛ dwumadi ya yede eto awo aboboa no Prigo Engineering omo eteche dendenden Victory Garlic Mesa so eyedura Dr. Mwakon edipian ene nwumre yi sanso ena Solar Natural Clinic the Prosafet capsules, Zipman capsules, and a Solac Mesa at the Eboy. You acquire from Nice Microfinance, Omusukre Modern Day, Sanso, and a Asidakes and Comma Health Alert Clinic. You are more a year Medina, post office in Chimuha, among the first Atlantic Bank, and a Ebo Impu and Impu. Sanso, and a Asidakes PSC, and Comma S Natural Mineral Water. You acquire wood do Macomako and song and a Omotaya TI to me Gumbe Show no at the Ebrewo. Nene Gumbe Show no and Sama ebeni mutintima bipa and say Omampanyida da eye John Dramani Mahama Sabri or the 9S form ya okupi mo ewo esremu eye epoye mantemo eye Upper East region ya chese ne Bolgatanga ene patemo de nananman fo ene eye party ma ene regional executives ya womo eye esremu epoye mantemu na enedi enyasem ketwa kra say thank you to no wode ahyehye asiye ono nyamfo eye Julius Zebra kane na oye chief of staff sanso ana mpanifo awodo a edi na chini bi honorable Felix Kwachi Ofosu kane no oye deputy communications minister akugan Abranti oye deputy national communication officer omunyina na national organizer of the NDC ono nyamfo eye Joshua Akamba is Upper East eye regional eye chairman Bonaba any pennyfo ni regional women organizer Nuaba Charity and a daughter Louisa Hanabisu you are also a national women's organizer of the NDC Umunyina and pennyfo omo edi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama thank you to her odi kopiemu ewusiremu epoye mantemo ehonsem yede ebebro sa so enedai omampanyin nana akufuado ede aso abofoma woba besi ayaresabia wodo makomako waha ene achiri eye edu baako wenyina eye nsem awodo ya yede ebrewo omampanyin ede nani achiri London okaso okwa education summit na summit no ya oso okono sana chese eye birthday bi ana odoje Ghana fo nyina wo tekishi ye a wodi kopiem ewo birthday na se angels no ede de koso ewo birthday no ase nyina ede bebre etifo ene anwumre yi Anglican priest ya chese ene santimantem asantimampon ne mpatemu ene maba we todwe kiss you make kiss ene chese ene sofui wani on tiso dogumpo no abe wase dia ne friend covid ene yi papa yi we chaplain osan eye teacher ni esan eye lawyer omo atwe no asense ne mom de feelings de wajibi pa sanso ena ensama wodwa eka ho eye enema wodwa ekoso ewo manima enkoyie ya kyekire ni nyina enanwumre ede ebremo ye beda ho simete wo mo ne yafa aboafo nkrato na ye ba yesi enkonya ene opanye ne bedi nkomo eye Anthony Nikwenu ono ye Greater Accra Regional Organizer of the NDC ye basisia Moga ya plebumyo ya ojaufo.
We are one man short. Should we invite him?
Yeah.
It be old cargo.
Can I join you guys?
Yeah.
Always free, fresh, natural, eggs, mineral, water.
Still got it.
Always keep hydrated naturally. That's my secret.
Manufactured with the
primary aim of preserving nature's finest minerals necessary for a healthy mind and body. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Yesama kwaba Ediba TV SYZ kofa aboafo nkrato sabre yi yaba agina na so a yedi dwumadi no mu pese mu nyina ede ebewo Facebook live betimi ahwe wiase afana ba bia ewo TV SYZ Ghana afei yenyemre ni etie ensem no sede emu encheche mu nyina esitie. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a former president of the Republic of Ghana, and day and da August Busumi and da etosu dunso e won pimpimino any edunu bakomo within any actually a upper east region. Say Timamufu akwato aba edema no won pimpimino ni edunu abato no. I was say wade aseda edema mo. Esi any kajani aseda se nipa ye opapa anu yi na ye said ye be ye wo kina biemu no wo hia ne mo a obesan aboa wo. Na no na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Mani muso efri eyenkran krobia mu ha enura dan no kopie mu ewo Boligatanga wone enkane chief of staff onmunyamfo Jilo Zebra ene party mpanifo bibri ene kan ho a omo etu sa anamawa wode eye aseda ede ema eye timemfo a ewo Upper East region no mampanyi John Dramani Mahama ese ne aprabo ase ene edayi ewo Upper East region krobia kese efra no Boligatanga mu no wone empanifo etumi edinhia sanso ena nananom ahemfo ene empanifo omo ewo nsentwe adwuma mu ni nyina wotumi ene omo engage ya ono so agi omo adwenche na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama de ato Ghana fo anim se eniema esisi ewo 2020 abatom no wasua eniema afri mu bebre na nsema odi tu dwane se wo eye 2020 abato a ekoso na 2024 Ghana for ewa kwanya se besa akoto aba nemom de si wo 2020 no sa ye sori se amonyuko NDC si ye court say yente ye ho ase ye de aba asembia court die ibi ensi biem san se ohwe ensem a ye de kopiem ewo court no na nipa wo no eye referee ewo agudi mu no ye se o megina adaka ma se da bida ye mane emegina adaka mu to mampanyi John Dramani Mahama e de ato Ghana for any NDC manyina anim se de court nyina eto etwa enya de se 2024 ye koto aba ne agi tumi no e de free MPP for ensem bi sa eye alanchemation eye bawumi o ye de yemfa ho odogu yemfa ho odogu mpo nu abe ye de ye totu ye ne maye ne yakose de be ye kunimdie no ebetimi aye NDC amanyuko ndia nemom court pa de kunimdie ne beba efa yen kopiem e wo court His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
The EC has asked the NDC to channel the suggestible reforms to the Inter-Party Committee. Can that vehicle champion the cause of the NDC?
But that's the most absurd request. Where is the Inter-Party Advisory Committee? Where are the offices? Where does it exist? IPAC is an advisory committee to the EC. And IPAC is housed by the EC. It's the EC that calls IPAC meetings. And so how can you ask that the letter be handed over to IPAC? Who is IPAC? I mean, these are some of the absurd things that this commission does. You know, that make us have a certain feeling that it's hostile to our party. You know, I mean, the right place to send a letter is to the Electoral Commission. And then they can table it at IPAC. Call an IPAC meeting and table it. But you can't say, take your letter to IPAC. Mm-hmm. Who is IPAC? Well, we've presented it. I've asked them to send it to them again. Address it, IPAC, care of Electoral Commission. And give it to Electoral Commission. IPAC, care of Electoral Commission. Whoever IPAC is, they should give it to that person. And then we can table it. And I think these things must be done by consensus. We must all come together. You know, when you have an election that everybody accepts and is happy, you know, with the results, it gives a certain legitimacy
Right.
to even the person who governs. And so it's in the interest of the one who wins to even make sure that the election that you won is accepted by all, you know. And so when you have these strange happenings and things like that, it doesn't give much confidence, you know, to the Electoral Commission that is supposed to be a neutral arbiter in terms of, you know, our electoral process. The posturing of the Electoral Commission before, during, and after the elections has just shown a certain hostility towards our party, you know. But we've learned our lessons. Elections are won on the ground, not in the Supreme Court. Next time we'll take due notice of that. We're going to fight the election on the ground and make sure that the right things are done.
And some way be near Kessa or Baba Kate, I mean, what way? Some way be. See a court, and they would the card ya 2 and the Ayadase. A friend now Cassache, Sabema. A friend now Cassache says, Jata. It's ready a woman, and once see a TSM. Sanya ye jina police station wa collection center no ase ye jina ho ye nia daje de be court and one waka na jemensa si Excellency John Dramani Mahama say electoral reforms NDC fo aya wo mo de bra wa wo so mo fa kwa apak no wasan asoma so mo san fa mira wo biem na mo de ba so ye ho a ka kire mo say wonye da bia ka kire wo say ade ya for the political power e was expiring date Dabi bedro no na John Mahama na president na also to us say yisi na abakwa ne chese wo hia moa obakwa ne chese wo hia bibi na obeya ma ode a eye wala o wala na mapanyi da John Dramani Mahama efi wa na wo se hwe wo hia na nsan sade eniema si kwaso awo memu epuntu nyuma me sase nyina yi blocks awodo hospitals awodo na do ba yi wajani nyina amano akanwuram na mom amamo nyasa ne bu man sansa wo hwa oman no temamufuo sika on taxes ane edi si saa yi blocks nyina te ho banya se aban asesa de obeba no ba bia abandada no duru ye no abanfo front so ebetoa so sade be yam puntuo ebetimi akoso ewo man no John Mahama on continuation.
Governance is supposed to be a continuum. And so when a government takes over from the other, it continues what the previous government was doing. When I came into office, as best as I could, the projects that we had inherited from the preceding government, we tried to continue them. Some we concluded, some we finished. Others we moved it to another level so that another government can also continue based on the resource envelope that was available to us. And so I urge that you continue to urge on this president that the e-blocks that are standing, they are a disgrace to our national reputation. Because as I've said before, it's not my education minister here, Nana Opoku-Agyeman, who was my running mate in 2020, who financed them out of her pocket. Or it wasn't me who financed it out of my pocket. It was the taxpayers' money, your money and my money, that we used to put up those blocks. Some are near completion, others are at various stages, and they've just been abandoned. And today we don't have enough capacity in secondary school. So for the existing secondary schools, some of our children have to go on one light, and then when the light changes, another batch go. And so the children are not getting enough contact time with their teachers. And it's not only schools, it's road projects, it is hospital projects. We should continue them so that our people can benefit from the money that has been invested in those places. And because you are the moral voices of our society, when you talk, your voice goes far. And so in the issue of development and things, I think you shouldn't keep quiet. You should continue to draw government's attention to taxpayers' money that is being wasted by the numerous abandoned projects that we have in your traditional areas.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene nananom ahemfo ne temamufo a ewo esiemu eye epoye mantemo enkomo twetwe a oni omo twetwe ene nsam a wode etu omu nyina kan aye asedato a wode nani akye asoye ho na okoni na kyese ye maame Professor Jena na opoku agiman ene eye Professor Joshua Alabi ya na kyese we ne campaign manager omu nyina di mutintima a kyese ne enye asemketu akura na hu secondary ka onimonyafo Gilo Zebra no no so ese kyire na ono so boni trinko say yes eniama ekoyie papa uche say kadika wo wusuliti a na che say DM sem na oka no eye ni de yie papa na o manpanyi dada John Dramani Mahama eguso ya obo aprobo no ene wode to eye empanifo ne nananom ahemfo a ewo eye bolgatanga ne mpatemu enim say wo hwe eye aban a tesuo ya eye dundum radio station aban wo ba ye media houses bibri e wo ho a wo say won renew one license inti wodundum sa eye radio stations no wo say aban ba ko ntumi traso nkosi awie eye den a abansesa ebeba na say aban bi ba na wo ye na adwene say obetia eye nipa bi mu fa ahodie so a ensentwefo fa ahodie so eni nipa bi a won pese obetumi ama watumi aka won asem freedom of speech eni ne keka ho nyina na eye ade say kamma meka bia memo no ne ekoya na say e bai John Dramani Mahama on media freedom.
We do have a crisis of governance. In 1992, we ushered onto ourselves a new constitution. It was signed by President Jerry Rawlings, and he became the first president of the Fourth Republic of Ghana. It's a good constitution. It was written by the ordinary people of this country. Chiefs, tailors, seamstresses, hairdressers, butchers, blacksmiths, traders, everybody was there. Teachers, nurses, doctors, and they gave us one of the most progressive constitutions we've ever had. And this constitution guarantees freedoms, human rights, freedom of association, and so many other things. Freedom of the media, freedom and independence of the media. Indeed, there's a whole chapter on media freedom. Unfortunately, even when you have the best constitution, you can have governments that try to bend it to be able to achieve whatever ends they have in terms of limiting our democratic rights. So today, governments can say